It started because there's always some kind of a delay after publishing when like a few seconds. All right, guys. Good afternoon. Whoever is a member of my community, welcome back and thank you that you're there. And whoever is not member of my community, please do subscribe and come back. Hit this bell that would alert you about my stuff. I read the recent publications about intelligent people. It's really interesting. One of the signs of people who are intelligent in a way, have intelligent people, they are quite often talk to themselves. It's for a very long time it's been kind of a matter of ridicule, and but actually it shows really high IQ of a person. You see, high IQ not always make you smarter, but it makes you approach problems from a specific, from different way, a very unique way. This is how people resolve problems, by approaching them from a different angle than most of the people, other people would. So the self-talk of targeted individuals or people who are, as I said, intelligent, they this is a way of putting the thoughts and possible actions in order, that they can kind of put bricks together and have a structure of specific actions, or future actions, or current actions. So in early 80s and late 80s after that, when I lived in Utah, there was a case of some kind of a situation that was a criminal, partially not. And there was one gentleman who was exactly he was taken in court, and part of the accusations and evidence, supposed evidence against him, was that the police officers were taping his self-talk. He would go home and do things, and while he's talking to himself, they had a surveillance and audio setup. Okay, and I don't think it was never, the court never accepted it as evidence. But my point here is that the self-talk can be very, in a way, work against you, and let's put it this way. But on the other hand, the it's necessary for you. So how would you deal with it? I established for myself a specific way of doing these things. The I had a stepfather. He was a professor, and he would go to in front of a mirror, and he would create a lecture. He was a civil engineer, and he would create a lecture, and he would watch himself in the mirror, and he would present himself a specific way. And not just that, it's not just how he behaved, looking into self, like to specific conduct, visual conduct. He would structure his lecture in a specific way that students would understand. And but with gang stalking, it's the same thing, but you kind of play in the hands of gang stalkers. Sorry. So that's why people are careful. So what happens is gang stalkers will, in a way, force you to do that. It's because you reveal information while you do this. It's the only way they can do it is increase a level of your anxiety. targeted individuals that have a lot of anxiety because of the situation they're in, and this is some this is one of the things that gang stalkers, by increasing your level of anxiety and then do a provocation that they will show to other people that gang stalkers victim TIs are crazy of some kind, but actually you know very well it's not. And so this way, when we're dealing with self-talk, gang stalkers would induce your desire to talk. Sometimes it's done with fear. It's kind of interesting. I had a situation a long time when they were doing anchoring for a specific thing, and I was really scared that something gonna do to me. And uh, you start to talk, as I said, to calm yourself down. But as I said, they will try to present it as not normal. But as I said, now the Psychiatry Association claims that the people who sometimes talk to themselves, they're unbelievably intelligent. It's part of the being intelligent person. So there's no worry about it because, as I said, there's so many people who are otherwise quiet, nice, but they have this unbelievably intelligence. They have unbelievable intelligence in front of others, and usually people who are white trash, let's put it this way, or different race, this different trash of different race, they will ridicule those people. And but information, this is what gang stalkers want. They want your to harvest your psychological reaction, not just that. They will want to harvest the knowledge, whatever you say. Okay. So, as I said, they increase level of your anxiety. This is one of the things. This is the way to deal with this. Is of course to lower level of your anxiety. Um, this is what I know from psychology. I'm not a psychiatrist, as I said, but I know from psychology. The one of the things that have a sign of your anxiety going up is small outbursts of sudden talk. For instance, people say like you do something in the middle of your stuff that you do with your hands, or you work with something else, you watch computer, and you will have outbursts of couple of words or even sometimes one word. But the difference between talking to yourself and outbursts is this outburst, you're not going to control it. And as I said, people will present it as you mental illness and so on. I apologize. As I said, I have almost 2 years. Almost 2 years. The consequences of my poisoning, it's still not fixed. So returning to the conversation, so when you do have something like this, the best thing is to remember what it is. It's just you will see that when your anxiety increases, those type of outbursts would be really, really negative. And then when you start remembering it or controlling it in a way, for instance, oh shit, I just want to shoot myself or something, shit like this. This is what the negative thing is, or you will see. And by controlling those things, you will control your self-talk. It's then, as I said, you can kind of see level of what people are trying to, trying to do to you psychologically. It's part of the entrapment. It's part of the targeted procedure. Part of the targeted protocol to the targeted individual, that they have a specific verbal confirmation of their own anxiety. This is, as I said, the This is the stuff that people shame you for, and you're embarrassed if it's in front of others. But as I said, there is a specific procedure. It's like, I don't want to compare to animals, to dogs. You know, Popov's dogs. Have you ever remember Popov's dogs? If you look at the Pavlov dogs, I'm sorry about, there was a Russian scientist that trained the dogs to by a specific sound to uh, create their anxiety because they were expecting food. Pretty much the same thing with people. The gang stalkers will push your buttons a little bit, then they kind of back off. Then they're gonna push again, and in the end, you will develop a specific reaction when gang stalkers even they're not there. It's long term specific attack on you that creates, in a way, specific behavior that stays with you for a very long time. And as I said, the only way for you to control things is these small things that you want to talk suddenly, like look how negative they are. You will realize the more negative they are, the higher level of anxiety you have. Um, when my mother was dying, I had small situations of like this, and they were very very negative. And by negativity of this outburst, you can see that you're getting to a very bad level, and then those things are going to start to disappear where you're balancing your nerves, and when you're balancing your um, you know stuff that triggers you. So I hope you understand what I'm talking about, and I hope you are, um, you know, fix things. The as I said, this is part. It's not as stuff that people accept as sickness. It's actually you. It's a part of attack on you. It's created, as I said, on purpose. They gang stalkers are professionals, and it combines a lot of things to get a person in a way down, and it's a form of creating of a targeted individual to have a specific self-control, but in their favor. This is what my talk is for today. It's 13 minutes almost. This is kind of, I thought it's going to be less, but um, the uh, don't be worrying about this. Don't worry about stuff like this, but yet try to control. This way, you kind of take away uh, gang stalkers' small tool. Okay. All right, guys. You have a good night, a good day. It's almost 4 o'clock here, so the afternoon in Atlanta. I don't know if I can do something today. I will see how long this thing is gonna take me for to load. But psychiatry is an interesting stuff, by the way. All right. You have a good day.